This is Miss Karen, your English teacher. Today we're going to be practicing to do these tests based on the song and the poem called Little Drop of Water, which was composed on July 28th, 2001. There are 5 tests on this paper. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. On the back of this test, you need to draw some lines and write Miss Karen a letter about water and the environment. Write how you feel about Mother Earth and ways we can protect her. That's on the back of the test later. Right now, let's fill this in. Once upon a time, a little drop of water took a rest. Once upon a time. T-I-M-E. Now, if you are watching this video because you're correcting the test, then you're going to put your total on the line after you do each test. And remember, when we correct in English, we use an X for wrong and a check for right when you are correcting your test. Once upon a time, a little drop of water took a rest on a quiet lily pad. Q-U-I-E-T. And it thought, my life is the best. Thought. T-H-O-U-G-H-T. Once upon a time, a little drop of water took a rest on a quiet lily pad, and it thought, my life is the best. And as the sun was hot, H-O-T, the drop of water rose high. Rose. R-O-S-E. That means it went way up high. Up to the clouds where it lingered in the sky. Clouds. C-L-O-U-D-S. Up to the clouds where it lingered in the sky. S-K-Y. And the world continued to spin. S-P-I-N. As it's done so many times in the past. And the little drop of water hoped this would always last. H-O-P-E-D. And Mother Nature looked so proud at all that she had done. And she said, sweet little drop, your adventures have just begun. B-E-G-U-N. Good. So now we have completed test number 1. If you are correcting, use an X for wrong and a check for right. And count the amount of check marks that you have and write your total on the line. Let's move on now to test number 2. The sky grew dark and the wind cold and loud. The sky grew dark. D-A-R-K. And the wind cold and loud. L-O Whoops, that's not very well on the line. Let's do a better job of that. Boop. That's why it's important to use a pencil. L-O-U-D. The sky grew dark and the wind cold and loud. So the little drop of water jumped. J-U-M-P-E-D. Jumped out of the cloud. On its way down, D-O-W-N, it turned bright white. W-H-I-T-E. And landed right beside a red Christmas tree light. And landed right beside B-E-S-I-D-E. The sky grew dark and the wind cold and loud. So the little drop of water jumped out of the cloud. On its way down, it turned bright white, and it landed right beside a red Christmas tree light. L-I-G-H-T. And the world continued to spin as it's done so many times in the past. P-A-S-T. And the little drop of water hoped this would always last. And Mother Nature looked so proud. Looked. L-O-O-K-E-D. Looked so proud at all that she had done. And she said, S-A-I-D. Sweet little drop, your adventures have just begun. So, we have completed now test number 2. Count your check marks and write the total on the line. Test number 3. The did come and the ground did What is it? What season goes here? The spring. The spring did come. The spring did come. And the ground did thaw. T-H-A-W. The spring did come and the ground did thaw. And the little drop of water was so happy when it saw. So happy. H-A-P-P-Y. So happy when it saw. S-A-W. When it saw it had a job to do. To feed the roots in the ground. To feed. F-E-E-D. To feed the roots in the ground. And a flower grew with the help of the new friend it found. And a flower grew. G-R-E-W. With the help of the new friend. F-R-I-E-N-D. D. With the help of the new friend, it found F O U N D. And the world continued to spin as it's done so many times in the past. Many. M A N Y. So many times in the past. And the little drop of water hoped this would always last. And Mother Nature looked so proud at all that she had done. And she said, "Sweet little drop, your adventures have just begun." Said, S-A-I-D. Sweet little drop, your adventures have just begun. You have now completed test number 3. Good job for filling in this and for practicing. If you are correcting this as a test, remember, use an X for wrong and a check for right when you correct in English. Count your check marks and put your total on the line. Look how cute that little drop of water is. Some of you may be wondering about the songs that Miss Karen composes. This is song number 105. Yeah, Miss Karen loves to write songs. Let's look here at test number 4 now. Test number 4. Well, the cycle continued and the drop was on its way. The cycle continued. The cycle of water, that's a C, Y, C, L, E. The cycle continued. C, Y, C, L, E. And the drop was on its way. W, A, S, on its way down a beautiful little stream in May. Beautiful. B, E, A, U, T, I, F, U, L. Down a beautiful little stream in May. Capital M, A, Y. Months of the year always have a capital letter. And a little girl, G, I, R, L. A little girl stopped there to wash her face. Wash. W, A, S, H. To wash her face. And the drop sat on her nose. N, O, S, E. And said, "What a lovely place." P, L, A, C, E. What a lovely place. And the world continued to spin as it's done so many times in the past. It's I, T, apostrophe, S. It is 2 words together. It is, but separated by this apostrophe. It is becomes it's. It's done so many times in the past. And the little drop of water hoped this would always last. And Mother Nature looked so proud at all that she had done. And she said, "Sweet little drop, your adventures have just begun." A, D, V E N T U R E S. You have now completed test 4. Use an X for wrong and a check for right when you correct in English. Now you're going to count your check marks and put the total on the line. I hope that you also remembered to write your name, the date, your class number, and your student number. You can also put your student number here if you want to. Don't forget, this is one of the most important parts of the test, is that you are able to write your own sentences on the back. Write me some sentences about the little drop of water. Something to show me that you learned the vocabulary. Don't forget also on the back, the way I want you to do it is I want you to draw some lines. Draw some lines. So you should have had a nice big margin here. For example, like this. Oops. And then to there. It's hard to do with just one hand. Like that. And then another one there. And I want you to make your own lines. It's good to practice to do things like that, to not waste another page. And on the back, you can make some lines and write some sentences to Miss Karen about water, about how you will preserve water, turn the tap off when you're brushing your teeth, and not waste any water. Water is also the best drink to drink. According to Canada's Food Guide, it's the best thing that you can drink. The drink of choice. Also, you can write about the cycle of the water, what you learned in the song. It's important to keep our oceans clean and to not pollute them. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you for learning the song, A Little Drop of Water. See you soon. Bye-bye for now. Doo, doo, doo.